And which one has been hurting?
It's one of these at the back.
I see. And does it hurt all the time?
Well, especially when I drink something cold or when I bite into something hard, like a cookie.
I see. It sounds like an infection. I'm going to have you take an antibiotic. You'll need to take 1 pill 3 times a day.
Is that with meals?
No, it's better to take them before meals. And make sure you take all the pills until the bottle is empty.
2. How did the problem start?
Well, I was helping my friend move, and I carried a lot of heavy boxes for her. I didn't feel anything at the time, but the next morning, I could hardly get out of bed. The pain was so bad.
Does it hurt when you're lying down as well as when you're standing up?
Well, I can feel it all the time. A deep, throbbing pain, but it's really bad when I try to stand up.
You probably have a torn muscle. Normally, these things stop hurting after a few days. Anyway, I'm going to prescribe some pills for you to take 3 times a day, and some ointment to use in the morning. And I think you should rest for a few days. 3.
I think I got it when I was swimming.
Yes, that often happens, especially in public swimming pools.
It's quite painful. I couldn't sleep last night, and I'm finding it difficult to hear as well.
Which one is bothering you? The left or the right? Or both of them?
Just the right one.
Well, it's probably an infection. I'm going to give you some drops to dry it out. Use these 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay.
I'm also going to give you some antibiotics. Take 2 pills now and then take 3 a day with meals.
4.
I hope you can give me something for this. My face looks awful.
How long has it been like this?
It started a couple of nights ago. I think it must have been something I ate.
Did you eat fish or shellfish or something like that?
Yes, I did actually. I had dinner at a seafood restaurant on Wednesday. I hardly ever eat seafood.
It sounds like a reaction to the food. It's quite common, but nothing to worry about. I'm going to give you some lotion to put on your face. It's fairly strong, so just use it once a day. And I'll also give you some pills. Take 2 of these 3 times a day. And drink plenty of water, but you should avoid drinking coffee.
Thank you for being on our show, Dr. Lin. Now, I know many of us have trouble sleeping. Is this a very big problem?
Yes, it is. Research suggests that while the amount of sleep people need varies, some manage with only 6 hours, and others need 9, though 7 to 8 is around average. Many people get an hour less than they need every night.
That's interesting. So, what do you suggest for people who have trouble sleeping?
Well, the first thing to remember is to be careful about what you eat and drink before you go to bed. Most people know that you should avoid drinking coffee, but it's also best to avoid soda drinks because they also contain caffeine.
I see. Things like cola, you mean?
Exactly. You should listen to relaxing music. So you should turn on your radio and try to find some nice music.
Is it a good idea to take naps during the day?
Not really. It's best to avoid napping if you can. It will make it harder to sleep at night because you won't be tired. Many of my patients find deep breathing at bedtime very useful. Try it for 10 minutes or so to relax you. It's also important to find a regular time to go to bed. Don't go to bed early one day and late the next. Your body needs to know when it's time to sleep.
Many of my friends drink a glass of warm milk before they go to bed. Is that a good idea?
Yes, it is. It contains substances that help some people sleep.
Should you get up if you can't sleep?
Yes. If you can't sleep after 30 minutes, get up and do something until you feel sleepy. Maybe take a warm bath. That also helps. But don't do anything that starts your mind working, like reading, for example. That will make it more difficult to sleep. One final thing. Research suggests it's better to sleep on your back. It helps you relax and breathe more deeply. It's not good to lie on your stomach or your side.
Well, thanks again, Dr. Lin. I think I'm starting to feel sleepy already.
You should avoid drinking coffee. You should listen to relaxing music. It's best to avoid napping. It's not good to lie on your stomach.
I have a sore throat.
It's best to avoid drinking ice water.
2.
I don't feel well at all. I don't know what's wrong.
You should stay in bed all day then. Don't leave the house.
3.
I'm going to the beach tomorrow. I can't wait.
It's best to put on some sunscreen before you go out in the sun, you know. You shouldn't forget.
4.
My stomach is a little upset.
It's not good to eat too much fruit then. You should just have some soup.
5.
I often wake up with a headache in the morning. I don't know why.
You should sleep with the window open. That might help.
6.
My back is really sore. I think it's from all the tennis I've been playing lately.
It's not good to play too often, you know. It's best to do another activity sometimes.
You look really fit. You've really put on muscle and lost weight.
Oh, thanks.
Do you do anything special to keep in shape?
Yeah, I do. I get a lot of exercise. I play more sports than I used to, especially tennis and volleyball.
Oh, I don't, but I should. And do you go to a gym?
Yes, I do. I joined City Gym a couple of months ago.
Oh, City Gym. People say it's really good.
It sure is.
And how often do you go there?
3 or 4 times a week. My legs are much stronger now, thanks to City Gym.
I should check it out. I wish I had muscles like yours. And do you watch what you eat?
Not really. I guess because I get a lot of exercise, I can eat whatever I like. I don't worry about my weight.
Oh, I do.
And guess what? Since I've gotten into shape, I sleep much better. I used to have trouble sleeping when I was heavier, but now I sleep like a log. Thanks to City Gym.
I should join too.
Why don't you drop by City Gym today and check it out? It's at the corner of Mulberry.
2.
You look different, Eva. What have you been doing?
Oh, thanks for noticing. Well, I've been on a much healthier diet for the past few months. I don't eat any meat, and I eat a lot of fruit and vegetables.
Your skin looks lovely.
Thanks. It's much clearer than it used to be. It was very oily before, and I don't drink coffee anymore.
Neither do I, but that doesn't seem to help me.
I'm a big fan of drinking tea and lots of fruit juices.
Me too, but I don't feel any different. I'm always tired.
Maybe your diet isn't properly balanced. Since I started eating better, I find that I have lots more energy than I used to. And I've also lost weight, about 4 kilos.
That's fantastic. Congratulations. So did you work with your doctor on your diet?
No, I didn't need to. I'm a member of City Gym. They have a great team of health professionals there.
Join City Gym. It's more than just a place for exercise. Start a new lifestyle and notice the difference. Why don't you drop by City Gym today and check it out? Corner of Crosby and...
3.
Hey, Junhao, you look terrific. I didn't know you had such big muscles.
Thanks. I've been working on them.
And you're not nearly as thin as you used to be. How did you do it?
Well, I get a lot of exercise.
So do I, but I haven't developed bigger muscles or anything.
Well, I joined City Gym, and they put me on a weightlifting program. I started weightlifting last year. It's really made a big difference. And I've also changed my diet. You remember, I used to be a vegetarian.
Right.
Well, I changed that. I eat a lot more meat and protein now. Protein really helps build up my muscles.
That's terrific. And do you feel better as well?
Absolutely. I feel great. I find I can focus on my studies much better. My mind doesn't wander all over the place. But the best thing is, I'm much more popular with the girls. I find it much easier to get dates these days.
I bet you do.
Yeah, and I have City Gym to thank for it.
Yes, it all starts at City Gym, the place where a new life begins.
Did you know that in many countries, as many as 1 in 4 children is overweight? That's really frightening, isn't it? Well, if you want your kids to be fit and healthy, there are 2 things you should be thinking about: what your kids eat and how much exercise they get. Let's start with food. How many of you serve only healthy foods at home? Raise your hands. I see. Not too many of you do. Well, you should serve only healthy foods at home. Lots of fruit and vegetables. Don't keep cookies, candy, and junk food in the house. And if your kids take their lunches to school, give them something healthy, like an apple and a sandwich. Don't let them buy whatever they want from the school cafeteria. This doesn't mean they can't have snacks. Snacks are okay, but they should be good snacks. If the kids want a snack, give them a healthy snack like an orange instead of potato chips. But don't use snacks as a reward, like telling the kids, finish your homework and you can have a snack. And another thing to remember, don't let your kids eat in front of the TV. If they do, they'll focus on what they're watching and they'll eat too much. Now let's talk a little about exercise. How many of you do active things together with your kids? Good. It's very important to be an active family. What does that mean? Well, for example, go for a walk together after dinner. Go to the park and play games. Go to a gym, go swimming, or go biking. Show the kids that you think exercise is important, and try to limit activities that can take time away from exercise like TV, computer games, and the internet. Doing things as a family is fun, and it will keep you fit as well as your children. So plan outdoor activities on the weekends such as picnics, maybe a walk in the park, ball games with your children and their friends. Show them that you think physical activity is important. Now, how many of you have a garden at home? Some of you? Good. Well, encourage your children to work in the garden. Give them their own section of the garden to look after. They will enjoy it, and it will keep them active. Plus, another advantage is
similarities.
I get a lot of exercise.
So do I.
I get a lot of exercise.
Me too.
Differences.
I get a lot of exercise.
Oh, I don't.
I get a lot of exercise.
You do? I never have time.
Similarities.
I don't worry about my weight.
Neither do I.
Differences.
I don't worry about my weight.
Oh, I do.
I walk for at least 20 minutes a day.
Oh, I don't.
2.
We always do something active on the weekend.
So do we.
3.
I know they're good for you, but I don't eat a lot of vegetables, to be honest.
Neither do I, actually.
4.
I go to the gym after work every day.
You do? I never have time.
5.
I always feel great after exercising.
Me too. It makes you feel a whole lot better.
6.
I haven't been to a doctor in years.
Neither have I. I'm pretty healthy, I guess.